the Standish.
Had the track bias against second up, knuckled down well to beat Lord of the Sky. Jumps up to 57.5, I guess your little query, but and the more run-on nature of this track. They're both queries.
He's got a lovely shine to his coat, this horse. He's always looks good. Today's no exception.
Excuse me, 8 is Go the Knuckle. Another trying to prove itself at 1,400 metres. It hasn't a crack for, well, it'll be over a year, almost a year.
Yeah, well, that day, though, was a good second to Mahasara in a Sandown Stakes. So that says, for mine, no issue with Trip. Colder ride last time, saw him back to his best and has a nice weight swing today.
Third run in, he's ready to peak, this horse. I love the way he parades today.
Down to 9 here, Boris Star. Well, it went bang in the early betting here, 5 into 4, now back to $4.60. As much as $8 bet about it.
Smart, soft win in Adelaide. They ran sharp time. His only defeat in the last 4 was the photo second to a handy one in Declare Big Bang. Behind him was a group horse, Fast and Rocking in third. He can certainly win this.
He's up on his toes. He's pretty revved up since coming into the yard, and even more so when the jock got on.
Here's Anlon, who needs to lift on the Christmas Stakes run for mine.
Yeah, look, he sort of warmed up late. It wasn't a terrific run or anything. 5.6 lengths has to make up on Tried and Tied. 1,400 suits better. He did win this last year at 54, beating Limes.
He's tightened from that first up run because he looks pretty fit today.
I guess a better renewal of the race, I would have thought. 10, 11 Whisper Downs, you would think would need this.
Yeah, his fresh win was much earlier in his career. He had no wins last year. I'll just see this one.
He's got a belly on him like you, Bruce. He'll tighten up from the run.
Oh, only got a mirror, Sam. Jeez. 12. Future. Hang on.
I think there are a few easier targets than that, to be honest.
Exactly. 12. Future Solution with a heap of gear changes. Been a while since he's been a regular city winner.
I might mention a few actually before we finish up. Look, it was just average fresh, but did have a bit against him. Not here.
He'll improve off the run also.
And 13 is Mr. Milton. Well, Paul's runs out and then just can't, well, as we well know, just cannot win one at the moment.
Yeah, it wasn't bad last time, but 2 from 38, the obvious knock.
Milton, he gets up on his toes. He looks good. He's got the big, thick, long mane on him. Looks well.
Righto, that's the look at the yard. I'll have a good look at Sammy shortly. We'll check how his fitness is going. Gator, what do you like here?
Yeah, a bit of critique won't hurt at all. Now, tips for me. I'm with Tried and Tied narrowly from Boristar. I think Go the Knuckle is a winning hope, and Lord of the Sky, Red Excitement, the other musts. 6, 9, 8, and 2, Bruce.
Well, good to see you in town, and he's got a great record, this horse, Red Excitement.
He's got a terrific record, Bruce. You know, I didn't have him as a young horse, and his first couple of runs from me was a bit ordinary, but then he found his form or found the right way with him and hasn't looked back since.
What are you expecting up the straight first look at it?
Well,
sorry, not up the straight at 1,400, but you've brought him straight to Melbourne for this race.
yeah, well, just looking at a big flat track over 1,400 metres, you know, and there was nothing for him in Sydney, and this sat in good with his timing, so thought he'd come out and have a crack. He has been this way going as a young horse at Many Valley, and he ran 50 in one of those Ingles Tiro races, so it does get around this way of going, but no, just big flat track, drawn a bit wide, which I'm not really worried because he does appreciate racing wide, but no, I think the track will suit him down the ground.
There is good speed in the race. I mean, he can be part of it. What would you prefer?
Back 5th or 6th.
Sounds ideal. Good luck. Thanks, Gerald.
Thanks, mate.
Gerald Ryan, as we get to Sammy for his pick of the yard here for the Chester Manifold.
Thanks, Bruce. I went number 8, Go the Knuckle. He's ready to peak today. Third run in. I think he's tightened nicely with every run, and he looks a treat today. He paraded nicely. He was pretty bright on his toes and loved the way he went down to the start.
Good value again from Sammy, pick of the yard with number 8, Go the Knuckle. Not surprisingly, a really spirited betting race. The Chester Manifold, very competitive. We saw early move for Tried and Tied, matched by Boristar. They both got back out again. Favourite, Red Excitement. I'm not overreading the drift. 3.3 out to 4 for it. And they seem to be the keys. None of these others. The punters working around that 3 almost primarily Gator, with Lord of the Sky out to 850.
Yeah, they've just deserted Lord of the Sky a little bit here. 1400 first time the way the track's playing, I guess. De Circle's had a nibble. Should be up on speed as well. No strong moves. The two best back you mentioned, certainly Boris Star and Tried and Tide. Both those horses have a bit of a pattern there, but they're well supported when they run well.
You're very tight with the Tate players here, isn't it? Tried and Tide. You get the Ollie unders there, $3.70. Yep. Went out to $5. Ollie only with the 3 rides for the days. This is his second. And in the Jockey Challenge at the moment, Craig Williams on 6, leads from Michael Walker on 5, with these 3 races still to go. You would think map-wise this is pretty straightforward. Lord of the Sky leads from the Circles. Would that be a fair call?
Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that, Bruce. I'd expect Danny the Fox and Red Excitement not be too far away. Tried and Tide just off them on the inside there.
That's all. He just gets a lovely run here, Tried and Tide. You would think it reads that way. Sometimes it doesn't pan out that way.
It's true, but I reckon he wants to be off the fence from about the 600. But
well, we've seen that during the day when we Sam horses trucking the circle, and there's no disadvantage in doing that.
Yeah, that's right. It's racing similar to what it was last Saturday, and that they tend to get away from the fence. The inside was not ideal, and it's playing that well that way today.
Another meeting coming up here on the 31st before we get into the Lightning Stakes meeting and beyond. So imagine another rail push out before the next meeting here, and then we get back to True for Lightning.
And good horses right on our doorstep, as we touched on the opener, Bruce. So exciting times.
Absolutely. Okay, behind the gates here, that's Tried and Tide about to move in. He's drawn barrier 1 here. Last look, you can see the screen. No great leads from the ring at long odds. Anlon, 21 into 18. A little move there. Let's go to Greg for the Chester Manifold.
Spring Carnival has had a freshen up and a win since then in Adelaide. Here's the Circles, Steve Baster going into his place. Mr. Milton, Craig Williams about to come up into the lane. The gate's filling well. $4 for Red Excitement, the favourite, going back from his wide barrier. Got a great record at the trip. Now Future Solution coming up into the line. 41st leg taken out by Antarctic Missile for Ben Mellon, who led all the way. Last of them coming up into line now. Anlon to get set. Lord of the Sky, Patrick Maloney, trotting up into the barriers now. Red Excitement awaiting his turn for Brenton Abdallah. So Lord of the Sky set, Red Excitement moved in, Go the Knuckle, about to come up into the line now. Moved in, and the last one up is Anlon, drawn the outside, so the listed Chester Manifold field is ready to go. They're set. They're off. Mr. Milton missed it by a length and a half. Anlon third last to go into Circles first to ping, but he's being headed immediately now by Lord of the Sky. Boris Star's got up there quickly. He's on the speed. He goes to second, to Circles as third, and they're 3 lengths in front of Danny the Fox, and then Tried and Tide on the inside. A length further back is Red Excitement, who's about 6 or 7 away from a pretty strong gallop here. They're being followed at the 1,000 to go. The Knuckle, Aeronautical, and they're trailed by Whisper Downs on the inside, followed by Future Solution. Anlon on the outside of Mr. Milton at the 800 metres, and Lord of the Sky rolling along about 3.5 lengths in front of Boris Star. 2 to Circles and 2 further back. Tried and Tide the inside of Danny the Fox. A length and a half to Red Excitement. Future Solution, Go the Knuckle getting up on the inside, and then Whisper Downs. Anlon turning third last, followed by Mr. Milton and Aeronautical into the straight now, and it's Lord of the Sky who stays close to the inside. He leads by 3 lengths from getting up along the rails as to Circles. Tried and Tide has worked his way to the outside, and they were clear then from Aeronautical, starting to come home, and Red Excitement is making ground as well. Lord of the Sky at the 200. Has he got anything left? Maloney's pulled the whip. Tried and Tide. Red Excitement are starting to close down the outside, and Whisper Downs is coming from well back here. Red Excitement bursts to the lead at the 100 metres. Tried and Tide goes with him. Red Excitement, Tried and Tide. Red Excitement just beat Tried and Tide. Whisper Downs ran third, and Mr. Milton got home for fourth ahead of Aeronautical. Anlon, Lord of the Sky, followed by De Circles and Flemington, Go the Knuckle, a long break, the Future Solution, and back towards the end, Dana the Fox, and Boris Star's knocked right up, and he's at the end of the field.
Well done to Gerald Ryan and Brett Navdala. This horse gave him a huge thrill when it won first up in Sydney, and a spirited race here. The Chester Manor Foal, Red Excitement, just stalls off, and every chance tried and tied, and the fat Whisper Downs Hull gets into the third, obviously in for another good campaign. Just shows well that stable is going. No laughing here. Lord of the Sky was brave. He ran it out to about the 13.50. But then you could just sense that Tried and Tied was best placed to nail the race. But then Red Excitement, who's in fantastic form, comes out and wins.
Yeah, winners win. We've touched on it earlier today. And look, both of those horses really wanted to win. You could almost see Tried and Tied lifting as he was joined by Red Excitement. But two exceptional horses with terrific strike rates go to the line, locked together. Red Excitement, a beautiful big track, wide gate, a lot of pluses. This amazing record, 1400, he's built on it again today and takes out a listed race. Nails Tried and Tied right near the line, and Whisper Downs. How's that for a return? Plenty of fitness to come, as Sam alluded to, in for a good prep.
Yeah, it was terrific, the winner. It's a good, tough win because, gee, it was a solid run race that they really wheeled along, and even into the straight, you could see that it was going to be a real battle into the straight. When they came under pressure, they were to wheel in Lord of the Sky, and then those horses got there and they had a really tough fight in the run to the line. Bruce is with Gerald Ryan.
Well, just Sammy, well done, well spotted the race, well found out, and gee, a horse who just has great will to win.
Oh, he's tremendous, Bruce. You know, he just gets his head down and he has a dig and he just keeps coming. He's no star, but he knows where the post is.
Plenty of worse horses with worse records. He's built up a tremendous win rate, even with you.
He has. Like his first 3 or 4 runs for me when I got him as a 3-year-old, going in the winter as a 3-year-old, you know, they were pretty ordinary. And I thought I was scratching my head with him, and then I just changed his work around, and he found his straps. And I think the key to him is travelling wide. I really reckon his first couple of runs for me, he was hemmed up in amongst them, and he never let down. But I think in every one of his wins, he's been wide or leading. So I just think the way he goes and his action, that's what he likes.
It's good, wasn't it? Because there's no loafing out there. Strongly run Lord of the Sky race.
Yeah, it was a strong run race. And I think it helped him, because if they sat up and sprinted, they probably would have left him. And just the way he went today, he could be looking for a tad further than the 1400 too.
Okay. What's around for him then?
There's the Barton handicap at Sandown in a fortnight, but I just don't know about his action, the way he goes with his head, about letting him run down a hill. And there's another race back here in a month's time, but there's nothing for him in Sydney at the moment, so he'll go home tomorrow night, and whether he come back in a fortnight or wait for another month again, we'll just see, let him tell us.
Owners obviously happy, as they should be, and Brenton's got to love the horse as well.
They're a great bunch of owners, and I was fortunate that they gave me this horse, and then I got Peace Force when John O'Shea retired, and I went to Darley and Godolphin now, but they've had a great strike rate with the 2 horses. Peace Force has been a real fine this summer, and she'll win a nice race later on, and this horse just keeps going.
Your 2-year-old was pretty good in Sydney.
Yeah, she was good. She went down her nose when the gates opened, and it's good because she's not up with the best of them, so it was good to see.
Hello, I might ask you off here what the best of them might be. Good on you, Gerald. Well done to you. We'll catch up with Brett Navdala, who's made the trip down to ride Red Excitement. Good on you, Brett. Well done. Horse that gave you a big buzz in Sydney last time out, and you can experience it here as well.
Yeah, he's a pretty special horse, Bruce. Look, he's been in the part of the stable there for a few years now, and just the little things he's been through, and all the work, sort of the stuff put into him. But it's great to get a stakes win with him.
You've said you'd go anywhere to ride him. That's how much you enjoy him.
Yeah, look, I've probably missed out on a couple of rides in Sydney that I probably would have won today. So, look, it was good. The owners have been really good to me. Gerald's been good to me, and like I said, the horse has been really good to me. So, I was pretty confident to come down. He'd be hard to beat. Good
keen contest out there, but Gerald's saying he just feels much better when he's got some room.
Yeah, look, I found up playing a nice enough spot, sort of one off and just probably a little bit wider, sort of down the back. But the tempo was good. Obviously, Paddy let his horse roll along, and for a second I thought he was going to keep running, but look, my horse, as soon as he gets into a dogfight, you're pretty confident he'll come out on top. So I might not have looked the winner a long way from home, but I knew Wells in striking distance at the 150 that he wouldn't let anything beat him.
Good stuff. All set for Tuesday, the jockeys cricket match shaping up really well at Caulfield.
Yeah, I haven't really held a cricket bat since I was 14 or 15, so be interesting to see how I go. I'm waiting for him to put up the first mark. It's want to have something small on me.
Good on you. Thank you. Well done to you, Brett Navdala, one of the big team on Tuesday for the National Jockeys Trust. Red Excitement wins the second leg of the quaddie. You need numbers 8 and 5.